Thanks for joining us, everybody, for another episode of Inside IALR. One of the biggest programs that we have here, one of the fastest growing, is our Accelerated Training in Defense Manufacturing program, which we'll talk a little bit more about what that is, the details of what that is. But big picture, basically, the companies that provide parts for the military and specifically the Navy don't have enough workers, so this is a program that helps train those workers. So I'm here today kind of to show different angles of that program. So we have Justin Scarce, who's on our team, our ATDM here, as the Industry Engagement Coordinator. We have Brandon Payne, who is a current student in the ATDM program studying non-destructive testing. And then we have Bria Major-Backman, who is a Senior Talent Acquisition Manager with Kiel/Pegasus Steel. So thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Justin, I'll start with you, just kind of, and I can kind of help fill in the blanks too, but just big picture, what is the ATDM program and what goals are you all trying to accomplish?
Yeah, sure. Big picture, ATDM, Accelerated Training in Defense Manufacturing. It's a workforce development and job placement program for Navy's industrial manufacturing supply chain. It's a program designed to take students with little to no background in the skilled trades that we train to, and those are additive manufacturing, CNC machining, welding, non-destructive testing, and quality control. And in 16 weeks, they get the foundational skills to start with an employer or return to an employer. So we have companies like Pegasus Steel here that has both sent students to ATDM and have hired students out of the program, and that's really the beautiful part of it, is where we can take incumbent workers or conditional hires and then career-seeking students who are looking to get trained to enter into the workforce, support national defense. That's what ATDM is in a nutshell. A way to do that at velocity and scale. So we're talking about workforce needs of 100,000 plus over the next 10 years. ATDM is a pathway on the foundational side to get folks trained and in that workforce.
Absolutely, and I think a couple of things to add to that. It'll be 800 to 1,000 students a year by next year going through this program.
That's great.
Here in Danville. It's 4 months, so in and out, very quick, basically full-time training. At no cost to the students. Scholarships provided for tuition, for housing, for transportation to and from that housing. So very, very cool program. And then obviously, we provide support with all the job placement. As we'll talk about today, we had that career fair today here on campus where we're bringing in employers and connecting them with our students. So very, very cool program. Brandon, we'll start with you for more of the career seeker side. Tell us a little bit more about your experience, how you ended up in the ATDM program, and what your experience has been like.
Well, I spent most of my young life, just working odd jobs from restaurants to production or even parcel delivery, but nothing ever really grabbed me, really engaged me. That made me feel like this is what I wanted to do, this is what I should do. And I learned about ATDM through various other people from work or just friendships in general. And I put in my application, got accepted, and now I'm 2-3 weeks away from graduating. I have plenty of companies that have sent me offer letters or want me to work for them. And it's, for someone who didn't know what they wanted to do in their life, this course is perfect for you, because even if you know nothing about it, you're completely green. It will give you everything you need to know to be successful in this field, in this career.
And tell us a little bit about that career fair today. What was that like, and what have been some of the other connection points that you've had with companies throughout this process?
It's been really good. Today specifically, I spoke to maybe 5 or 6 different companies, all of them with which I had great conversations. I learned a lot about them, the kind of work they do, what they do with the Naval Industrial Base and everything. And it's... You think going into this that it's going to be hard, and it is, and that to a degree you feel like you're going to just be given something, but you still have to earn it. And they make it known that this is something you need to work for. It's not something that anybody's going to hand to you. You really have to work hard for it.
Right. Yeah, and to go through in 4 months with no previous experience in these fields and then be able to walk out with a job, I would hope there's some work going in during those 4 months. So
definitely.
That's good to hear your perspective on that. So Bria, for you, you're coming more from the industry side of it. Tell us a little bit about what Pegasus Steel does, and how you all got involved with ATDM.
Yeah, of course. So we are located in South Carolina. We specialize in heavy steel fabrication and machining. And the components that we make, they support the Navy. Recently, we were acquired by ACP. And ACP is an investment firm. From there, ACP acquired a few other companies, so Pegasus, also Metal Trades, which is located in South Carolina, and then also Merrill, which is located in Michigan. And altogether, we are forming Keel. We initially heard about the program through just an industry partner, just kind of talking with us about, their experience, and here we are.
What kind of experience has your company had, both recruiting students coming out of the program and on the career-seeking side, but also even sending students through the program?
Yeah, it's been very rewarding. We have had, I want to say we have 4 graduates that are now employees in our quality department, and then also in our welding department. We have 5 actually. And it's been a rewarding experience. When I come here, I usually try to bring one of our leads from the departments, just so they can get the experience, so they can, chat with the students, just to kind of let them know what life would look like if they were employed for Pegasus Steel. And even from the side of our supervisors, they are just, it's an experience today. They're talking to students that are definitely interested in what we're doing, that they're being trained to look for certain, as far as what they should look for when they are seeking employers. They're asking all the good questions, so it's been very rewarding. The students that we have now, what we're learning is, there's still a curve, and we still have to train, but there's not a whole lot of training going on. After we've gotten over the training portion of things, then now we're on to the next, teaching new skills, developing, and kind of seeing where it is that they want to be within the company. That's
cool that you all are doing that from both sides of both recruiting students coming out and being able to send students through the program as an industry sponsor. Can you talk a little bit about, obviously you're in the recruitment side of things, so talk a little bit about the challenges in recruiting for the trades. I understand pretty much nationally that's a hard thing to do, is find people who are skilled in these these trades and willing to do these jobs. And what that process has been like, and how ATDM helps with that.
It's been difficult. A lot of what we do, it requires a lot of training. It requires a lot of experience, and there's just not a market for it. Being able to come to ATDM, being able to know that the students' curriculum, basically, the curriculum is matching what we're doing, on the job site. So again, that's why once they come in, we have the curve. We got to get over the curve to where we're training and where we're getting them acclimated and getting them comfortable. But it's not very long after that we're looking at development and where to go from here.
It's that part of what you're talking about, of that training, there's a lot less of it that needs to happen once they get there, because they're already learning those skills. And I know, Justin, you and a lot of the other people here are working so closely with these companies to make sure that's happening, that those exact skills that are needed are being taught in these classrooms in a hands-on way. I meant to mention this at the beginning, but so today at the career fair, we've had, how many career fairs do you think we've had, Justin?
Well, that's an interesting question. So this program has grown by leaps and bounds. This year alone, we have 5 scheduled career fairs. So we try to have at least one career fair to match with our cadence of onboarding and offboarding students. So right now, it's a 16-week program, but we operate on a staggered cohort schedule to where every 8 weeks we have a group coming in and out. So for this year, we have 5 scheduled ones. Today was the 3rd for this year. But when I previously started, I've been doing this for about a year and a half. They were a little bit more sporadic. Not as many employers participating, and that just shows how this program has grown. So, when I first started, we only had 4 program areas, and it was a cadence of about 12 students, 4 programs, 48 students every 4 months, to where now at full capacity we have about 192 students at any given time. Graduating on every 8 weeks. So we're either onboarding 84 or 108 students. And, today having 25 employers or around that, participating in this fair, that's critical to success, because, having employers come in and meeting with our students face to face and seeing what's going on here at the Institute and the ATDM training labs, that just closes the loop. We can have conversations on the phone and do virtuals and this, that, and the other. I think we've learned a lot, from COVID and being able to do virtual. That's great. But when you get folks here and so they can see it for their eyes, for themselves, to what's going on for training and getting folks ready for that, doing work to support national defense, it's a beautiful thing.
I think that's awesome to see the growth of these career fairs, and I've seen that a little. I think we started almost around the same time, so I think seeing that the growth of those. And you had mentioned to me earlier that there was 115 students that were looking for jobs at today's career fair with over 25 employers.
That's right.
So that's really awesome that scale that you're talking about, and I'm sure that's going to continue to go up as we're not even at full capacity yet.
That's correct. We've got a long way to go. This is one part of it. It's partnerships along the way too. So other organizations, really, it's an all hands on deck effort to get folks trained and in the workforce. Partnering with folks like BuildSubmarines.com, and that's a lot of our recruitment comes through that. But we're working to get them trained and into the workforce, and these career fairs are super helpful in that, obviously. And we have a whole job placement team that's working one-on-one with the students, getting them resumes ready to go, getting them ready for interviews. But having them meet face-to-face with employers, that's very rewarding, because think about when students come to ATDM not knowing what they're getting into sometimes as far as employers that could be looking for them to hire. It's kind of an eye-opening experience, and today we had folks from all over the country, all the way up in Puget Sound, up in Washington State. You had folks from Maine, Portsmouth Naval Shipyard, and then folks from the Hampton Roads area, and then Pegasus Steel here from South Carolina. So that just goes to show the impact of the submarine industrial base, and there's folks all across the nation, and we're trying to essentially train and recruit folks to get into this workforce to hit those numbers, and it's all partnerships along the way. So we appreciate our employers that come out to participate.
Mm-hmm. No, and I think that's exactly what you're saying about partnerships is very important, because we do not run the ATDM program by ourselves. We sort of administer it here. We have plenty of partners in that program, but what you're talking about also, that those industries that we're partnering with them too, to help both provide input on what we're teaching in the program, but then also to help recruit the students out of the program. Brandon, I want to hear from you on sort of I know you're not even 100% sure of what's coming next. Probably by the time this publishes, you will be. But for right in this moment, what are you kind of hoping to see happen next, and how do you think the ATDM has prepared you for that?
I'm personally hoping to find the career in the company that I've been searching for since I've entered the workforce in general. Personally, I don't think without ATDM I wouldn't be prepared for it. Because, not to say that I couldn't do something like this on my own accord, but without the knowledge and the guidance and the help from people like Justin or my instructors or the other students that are around here, without all of that, I don't think I could have done it.
Like, some students are obviously going through industry sponsored and already have their whole next steps lined up. But for students like you who can walk in basically a blank slate and say, let's see what happens, let's see. And I know you were even talking to me before about that you're willing to go other places geographically too, and as Justin, you were mentioning, there's lots of geographic options. So that's cool that you're kind of walking in with, I'm going to get this training and it's going to prepare me, but we'll see what happens next. I want to basically bring it back for a question for each of you, and then we'll be done. But for each of you, what would be your elevator pitch or sales pitch for ATDM? So for you, Brandon, that would be for recruiting. If you're talking to someone who is interested as a student, what would be the reasons you would give them? Or Justin, obviously, I guess for both of you, it would be more on the industry side. For Justin and Bree, on why should a company partner with ATDM, whether that be recruiting students or sending students?
I would tell them that in 16 weeks they can get every tool that they need to have a very successful and long-lasting career in a field that is never going to go away.
For me, on the employer partnership side, we talk about the need for skilled labor. Those numbers that are pretty startling to hear. Talk about 100,000 workers over 10 years. It's not something you can just throw people at. They have to have relevant training, and they have to have an accelerated way to do it. This is not something we can just sit on our hands and wait for it to happen. We've got to do something now, and that's what ATDM is doing. So in 4 months, you're getting basically 1 year's worth of training compacted down, getting you ready for that job, ready for that career. So employers can use this as a tool for sending conditional hires. If folks that you have local that just need that relevant training, ATDM, they're out here for 4 months and they come back to you ready to go. If you're trying to upskill your workforce, folks that might be machinists but maybe need a little bit more focus in metrology, or folks that are welders that they're trying to get into non-destructive testing, that's an avenue to upskill your workforce. And then conditional hires, recruiting them to come to ATDM, I can tell you all day, skilled trades, that's the future. That's the way to go. I come from the generation where you're told, back in high school, I was told, you got to go to college, you got to get that 4-year degree. And I'm not trying to take anything away from that, but that's not for everybody. And I think we can see that across the workforce now, what has happened and the results of that. Having an avenue now to get this skilled trade training, to line you up to a job that supports national defense, what else could you ask for? You can have a meaningful career, supporting the defense of this nation, making good money, and being able to raise a family. You talk about the American dream. That's it in a nutshell. I'm passionate about that, and that's why I'm so glad to be a part of this in my capacity in a small way. But this is a big thing for our country. It's a big thing for our nation, and glad to have events like today at the career fair to kind of draw it full circle to see it all come to fruition.
Well, I would have to agree with Justin. I meet with a lot of recruiters, and we all talk about the same thing, to where there's a gap to where we need as far as skills. For us, ATDM has been, I always say anything for ATDM, because really anything for ATDM, because they have been a really good support for us. We could send the students from, where we are locally to attend the school. We partner with the local high schools now, and that's another way to kind of vet students. So there's an idea there. Another way is we've invested in our current workforce with, presenting those opportunities. Maybe we have a material handler that's interested in welding, and we've actually sent a material handler here, and he's going to be graduating pretty soon. And once he comes out, he'll be a welder with us. So not only does it help us, but it also helps our employees. So I would say any company, and also any job seeker, right, that's looking for a program that's going to get you what you need, that's going to get you to that next step, whether it's a career change, whether it's more money, whatever it is. I would say ATDM is definitely the place to be. They provide all the support that we need. They provide the career fairs. They'll answer their phones whenever you call, whenever you email. They would definitely be that support you need. So it's not necessarily more work on the company. If anything, they take the legwork from the company and they put them on themselves.
You guys all provided some very good perspective on, even Justin, going back to the American dream. I had not thought about ATDM in that light, but I see what you're saying. So that's it's really cool just to see the impact that this program is having, both on our national defense as the mission of the program is to help make sure that those parts and things that are being produced for submarines and ships can actually be produced efficiently and when we need them. But bringing it all the way back down to the individual level, as you're talking about, Bria, for your employees or for someone like you, Brandon, who's just looking for a career shift. And then for those companies in the middle, just a really, really cool program. So I really appreciate you all taking the time to be here and just share your perspective on this. Thanks.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Megabytes IALR's on-site cafe features everyday favorites, convenient ordering options, and an eager staff ready to welcome and serve you. Our enticing menus offer something for everyone, from a fresh, well-stocked salad bar, wraps, sandwiches, and our rotating hot buffet offered on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Megabytes is open Monday through Friday from 9:15 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. To view menus and for more information, visit IALR.org/megabytes.